My dad is north of 70, and yet he can not only hold on to the football, but avoid being sacked. Better than Desmond Ridder. Hello everyone, I hope this show finds you well. Welcome to the Brandon Dilworth Show. This is the show of Sense and Smack episode 97. The year I was born and only 3 more until we hit the big 100. Oh yeah. Shout out to my friends and family who have supported me up to this point. And speaking of family, I know October, we're about to say farewell to National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shout out to my mom, who's a breast cancer survivor. Get the crap out that thing. Love you. I'm so grateful that you're still here to this day. I gotta tell you, my mom caught that disease better than the quarterback for the Falcons can hold on to the football. I think you know where I'm going with this, but before I wallow in my up and down, let's rock and roll as we always do with some feel good content. Hopefully everyone gets to a point in life where they can just climb up on the roof and sunbathe, much like this feline is doing right now.
Sammy.
Man, leave this cat alone. You want to keep him cooped up in the house for so long. You know this cat has a life too, you know. I don't know if he's really sunbathing or praising the Lord.
It's me, oh Lord, I'm standing in.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the
Falcons welfare check.
Before I get to this week's game, I know I didn't do a show last week, but I did release some thoughts on when the Falcons escaped the Buccaneers. Here's that video. Desmond Ridder had his moments, especially that stupid snap close to the Bucs goal line. I don't know what the heck that was, but he was good. Defense stepped up when it mattered the most, and one of the good players on the Falcons team. He's a keeper. That was my up, and this is my down. I'm going to make this welfare check short and sweet because I have another segment that I want to get to. I don't want to run out of time again. This was something that was easily avoidable. This was a winnable game. I first checked on this game when it was 7-3 Tennessee. Okay, it's still a winnable game for the Falcons. Even when it was 14-3 Tennessee, I still believed that the Dirty Birds could have pulled this off. And they could have pulled it off if not for the suspect calling of Coach Arthur Smith. I hate to call him out because he's probably a nice guy, but when you're not doing enough to win football games, it's gonna get called into question. And especially the issues of one Mr. Desmond Ridder. And after Ridder got sacked for the umpteenth time and turned over the football on a few occasions, we decided to get Taylor Heinicke to step in. And he was actually doing well. But the play calling plus the earlier mistakes from Mr. Ridder, that kind of sealed the deal for this game. And to make matters worse, Grady Jarrett is now out for the season. Torn ACL, needs surgery. Lord help me, because I'm about to throw this hat every which way through this room. I probably will throw it across this window right here and let the spiders live in it. We're going to be facing the Vikings next week, and they're 4-4, so they basically got nothing to lose at this point. And if I don't do a show next week, I am probably at a mental ward because I cannot get over the fact that Desmond Ridder is still struggling to hold on to the football. My dad is north of 70, and yet he can not only hold on to the football, but avoid being sacked. Better than Desmond Ridder. Just pray for me, y'all. Might want to prepare the hot pepper wings just in case. And you are free to use a ghost pepper. And you can sneak in some alcohol in as well. I don't drink, so we'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, that was your
Falcons Welfare Check.
Lord help me. And now it's time for the segment in which we like to ask the question, but why? You know, this bridge in Durham, North Carolina has earned an infamous nickname, the Can Opener. Finding out why in 3, 2, 1. A pedestrian scoots out the way as this trucker makes it rain. Just not the kind of rain that he was expecting. A couple days later, this guy decides to test out his budget, which is clearly not low enough to prevent his roof from looking like a burrito chip. And just because the bridge has been raised by 8 inches, some truckers think it's easy to go under now. Well, about that, you know, it's hard to be sympathetic when you have signs and flashing lights to tell you what you need to do and you don't do it. And how about one more for the road? And he'll have a hard time explaining to his boss how the can opener gave his HVAC truck a new sunroof. And so remember, truckers, your skills have limits. And those limits are 12 feet, 4 inches. Earlier this episode, I paid tribute to 2 men. Aaron Spears, a drummer for the likes of Lady Gaga, Usher, and Ariana Grande, to name a few, and Matthew Perry, known for his role as Chandler on the hit TV show Friends. Life is fragile and short. We often tend to forget that. And it takes the passing of both men to remind us of that. And while we mourn their losses and send a prayer to their respective families, if you have a chance, if you got a branch, if you got a bridge, if you got a shot to make that call or do that thing, do it. Be friendly like Matthew and be passionate and compassionate like Aaron. Because without warning and in the blink of an eye, I can't right now can turn to I wish I did. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the show. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and click on the bell. Don't forget to check out my podcast, The Kick Back and Kick Out. I do wrestling news, rumors, and stuff in between. It's on the PSF app, free on Apple and Android devices. And search me under Pro Sports Fans. Until we meet again, stay safe, God bless, and don't forget to love yourself and one another.